Tonight, the weather remains a concern because of the threat for storms. News Channel 11's John Janko continues our coverage from Hawkins County.
Captain Tim Coop says severe thunderstorms could impact tonight's search efforts. It has rained on and off throughout the evening here. If conditions continue to be severe, Coop says crews will have to be called off. We also got a closer look today at the residence which Summer Wells called home. Donald Wells let us come to the home off Ben Hill Road earlier today, but did not wish to speak on camera. He showed us the door he says Summer left from, the flowers he says she planted with her mother and grandmother, and the swing she would often play on. Meanwhile, in the area surrounding the Wells home, crews are dealing with the threat of severe weather.
We can't put our teams in danger to turn around and maximize the situation.
Coop says the weather could change the terrain being searched for now, but that efforts would continue if conditions stay calm enough.
We will not quit until we find Summer Wells.
Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson today asked residents of Beech Creek, Hawkins, and Sullivan County to help their efforts.
As soon as possible, go back and check their entire property, any outbuildings, any barns, any place a child could hide.
Investigators have also started to utilize surveillance video in the surrounding area.
Drivers seen in the area at the time of her disappearance have been identified and interviewed.
We also learned of a special FBI unit's presence here in Hawkins County. The Child Abduction Rapid Deployment, or CARD team, consists of FBI agents, intelligence analysts, and behavioral profilers to help in child abductions or disappearances. Although a CARD team is now on the ground, authorities are considering all possibilities as nothing can be confirmed as to what happened. In the Beech Creek community, John Janko, News Channel 11.
Okay. There's one more thing I want to share with you. For our Summer Wells June 21st, 2021 update, we're going to pop over to Chasing Truth. Right there.
Still got our God, and we're still,
Let's bring that back.
we still got our God, and we're still, you know what I mean? He's got to put our faith and trust in him. He's the only one that knows where she's at.
Right. Well, I guess I just wanted to ask a couple of quick questions about, since we last spoke, have there been any new developments or any changes in
No, not at all.
And I saw where Friday night after sundown they called everybody back.
Yeah, there was some sort of tip or something that we seen, blue lights up and down Beech Creek, and the helicopter flew till like 4 in the morning, looking around, so we was up till 4 in the morning being hopeful that they'd, find something, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is it's maybe some human trafficking ring seen her on Facebook and tracked her down, like some kind of, that somebody is taking her out of the area, and I don't know whether a human trafficking ring or what or who, but I knew from the first day she wasn't in the area.
Right. Well, did you guys go to church on Saturday?
Yes, sir.
What was that like? Did you guys? This is the first time you've been back since this happened.
Yeah, when we first, we got there at 9 o'clock, and they had a vigil for summer, and they had all kind of pictures up on the screen, and when the summer run around that whole church and visited everybody, and so when we first went in there, we both broke down, of course. Me and my wife broke down, and we had to go outside. But they've been very supportive, of course, and everybody has. Law enforcement's been very supportive and very good to us. But yeah, it was just missing Summer. I wish she could be there.
Yeah.
The thoughts of her not being able to be there with us and with the people that she loves so much, it was heartbreaking.
Right.
video, and it's on TikTok. That the last video that my wife made of her, and she's got a couple more. And I really like to share them with the public. Okay, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. You could. Are we allowed to go up to your house now?
No, but I could get her maybe to meet you at the church, but she don't want to do no interviews because everybody's turning this into, I don't know if you guys have been reading Facebook, stuff like that, but there's some pretty negative stuff on there. And they're calling her the Boswell something. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it's pretty bad.
I guess, that's another thing I was going to ask you is and I don't think that the media has been disrespectful, and I have tried not to be. But I know that in this age of social media, which we're probably close to the same age, and we didn't grow up like this, but in this age of social media, everybody can get online and say anything they want. And I was just wondering how that has affected you and your family. Are you trying to stay away from it, or have you read it?
My wife can't help us to be on there because she's looking for clues. Yeah. She can't help it. Right. But this negativity, is tearing her apart, and that's why she don't want to do any interviews, because she's afraid they lash out on her even more.
Yeah. I don't follow it as close as I should. What kind of things are they saying?
They're calling her I can't remember, the Boswell something, but I can't remember what it was. They're comparing her to that, and just all kind of negative stuff.
How does that make you feel when you see that kind of stuff?
Well, to me, I just hang on to, I hang on to what good people say. I don't listen. We've been dealing with, even in Tucker Drywall, we deal with all kinds, and and of course I've been to prison. I try to be around good people. I listen to what they say and what God says. The rest of them can,
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's got to be hard on your wife, though, to have to see that stuff.
She's not taking it well. She's having a hard time. She's up and down, and then, she really is. She needs some support, and of course, our church members try to come up there, and they're just not letting anybody up there.
Right. And I guess you guys are. I don't know what that road looks like, but if it's anything like where I grew up, it's pretty spread out up a holler. Not a lot of close neighbors to talk to.
They've been all through there with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah.
Several times over. She's not in the area.
Yeah. I just can't imagine who would be bold enough to go up a holler, a blind holler that, unless they had done some research or something and knew what they were looking for. And then they have to time it right. It just seems it's hard to believe that something like that can happen.
Well, it could be someone pretty desperate for money or whatever, or I don't know what their angle is, but they'd be pretty desperate.
Well, I guess how are the kids doing? How are your sons doing?
It seems like they handle it better for some odd reason that I don't understand. My oldest boy, though, he'll stop from time to time and say he misses his sister, but your mind has a way of forgetting every now and then. I find myself doing it too. Every now and then but then it comes like flooding all back, of course,
Yeah.
I might get away from it for about 15, 20 seconds, but it'll all come back. That's the first thought on my mind when I wake up.
Well, do you remember what your last memory was of summer? What you all were doing?
Probably the night before, she wanted to twirl. She wanted me to. I just hold my hand while she twirled, because that's what she considered herself a ballerina or a princess kind of thing. 5 years old.
Yeah. She likes to dance. I saw that video of her dancing in the rain. That was real cute.
That's the video I was wanting to get out. She asked if at all possible.
Okay.
I'd like everybody to see that.
Are you working today?
I'm trying to. I'm here talking with my employers now.
Yeah.
That's what my prayer is. I mean, Daniel was led into captivity, and you know, I don't know. He trusted in God the whole way, all the way through it all. You know, even to the point of being put into the fiery furnace. Right? He was willing to do that for his God, and that's the only thing I can, lean to is people like him. You know, and maybe she's got enough experience in the church that she'll never forget it, and maybe that will lead her back home someday. That's my prayer.
Was there anything that was said at church or any kind of fellowship that gave you a little bit of comfort on Saturday?
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. Yes, sir. I mean, I can't remember specifically, but just I don't know, just having good people there for you. It's a comfort. People willing to talk to you. That's the main thing.
Right.
All I can do is put it in God's hands a little.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I was going to ask you about, unless there's something else that you wanted the public to know about what's going on.
No, just that.
Does your family need anything? Because I know it's probably hard for you to get out and get necessities and stuff.
No, we are absolutely fine as far as that goes. Everybody takes the searchers and the police, all kind of stuff, and they've been bringing us a lot of that stuff to our house. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been really good.
Okay.
Really good. Just appreciate everybody for their efforts. That's all I really do. Because I know they're trying hard.
They really ramped it up this weekend, didn't they? They brought in a lot more people.
Yes. Yeah, and they're not stopping. They're not stopping. But I just, feel that she's not in the area, and they know that. But they still have to search.
I think, maybe they could find a clue or something too of who was out there. That might be another.
They're still looking for 2 more people of interest that have been through there.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What kind of people are those?
I have no idea for sure. I mean, and a lot of this might be speculation because I tried to ask them about it, and they just say we're looking into it. Just hang, and they won't give them any information to higher ups, and I can't. I try to help and everything, and I can't do nothing that they ain't doing already.
Right. Okay. Well, I continue to pray for you, and my wife prays for you. We know this has got to be the most horrible time, and it's just like it's unimaginable.
So that was Kingsport Times News. The interview was today. Donna Wells. They didn't have him recap on his story, so we didn't get any new twists or what do you call it? What did they call it when the celebrity would pop up on the show? Cameo? Yeah, no cameos from grandpa or any uncle or anything. So that was good, but still just as weird as all the other interviews. He highlighted sex trafficking. Why he would think that? Could it be the photos? Could you realize that you basically put her out there like a little piece of meat, or your wife did with those tasteless photos? I don't know. And your last memory of summer, and your answer was, there's a TikTok video I want to put out. Well, we've all seen that one already, Donald. We just wanted to know what your last memory was, specifically. So you're saying it was when she was dancing in the rain? Because we did some research, over at Tiffany Marie's, and we didn't get a lot of rain in May. So there's still cause for speculation about exactly when Summer went missing, if you ask me. He used past tense when he talked about time that they did spend together last, she wanted to hold his hand and twirl around because she considered herself a ballerina. Could be just a little slip. Could be that this happened so long ago they've already accepted the reality. And that's why it's so hard to recall the last memory and why we're putting ED on the end of things and speaking past tense. And the last thing I want to point out that I heard, at least in this go around, is that the nice people, the good people, the ones that are nice to him, the ones that go to church with him, the ones that are not saying bad things about them, he's listening to them, and everybody else can kiss his ass. I'm going to say it for him because he basically said it. Oh, listen again. Listen closely. He gives us a little giggle and everything. Well, amen, Donald. Sounds like the Holy Spirit, not. He said it, y'all. He said it. We don't believe it. We don't like what's going on over there. If we got something bad to say, we could just, we know. You know. They know what they can do or something along those lines. Rewind it back. You'll hear for yourself. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody goes to church, doesn't also believe people can need to kiss their ass sometimes, of course. I mean, I love the Lord, and I think definitely there's been a time or two where somebody could have definitely go ahead and just kiss, you know what I mean, where the sun don't shine. But I also don't vomit the Bible every time I open my mouth, so I just hold him to a higher standard, which he put himself on day one. But in the end of it all, y'all can kiss his ass if y'all don't think that he. Let me stop. Donald, you're a mess. Sorry, guys, that's my nail hitting the laptop. Donald is a mess. And here's my advice: stop talking or start talking. Okay? Because the runaround in circles, gray area, just enough to make you wonder kind of conversations that you keep having are driving us crazy. And that's why you guys are getting funky comments. We're not understanding. We're not understanding why a father in such a short time is at full acceptance that his daughter is gone. And we are aware that you are watching social media and adjusting your comments as such. Okay, we notice you're trying to slip in a little bit more about bring her home, but then you follow it up with a past tense. So you got to work that out, okay? Slow down. Or just tell the truth, and then you don't have to worry about remembering all the little, miscellaneous stuff. Just spit it out. That's what I hear anyway. I hear him adapting and realizing, oh shoot, I need to show more emotion. I need to mention Summer more. But when you really get hit with the hard hitting questions, you can't think of your last memory with her. But it was just a week ago. I don't know. And sex trafficking over and over. And she's not in this area over and over. And then you say they know, but they have to search anyway. No, sir. They do not have to search that marshy area anyway. No, sir. They're doing that because that's where they believe she is. And y'all ain't slick. When they leave that area, my mind will leave that area. Until then, the way I see it, resources are not exhausted in vain. These agencies are way too smart. One by one, they're too smart. So collectively, y'all don't have a chance in the world. I highly suggest coming clean sometime soon. Might get a plea deal. Grandma, you could speak up. You were on the news for Rosemary. Now you're a little mouse. I don't understand. People can't just keep wandering away from your family and it's going to be cool. Don't you know the FBI will watch you for 20 years and then take you down? And that's if you don't slip up. If you slip up again, there might be hell to pay. Whoever it was, whatever you know, if I were you, I would just speak up. It's getting real hot around here. Rosemary's story is coming back out. Your family is in the spotlight. They could leave that area right this second. Your family is in the spotlight. Somebody has to make sense of this for us. I put all your videos together, minus this one that just came out today. All your videos, and all we heard was a ball of confusion. It doesn't make sense. Okay, let's forget that the story started one place and ended up at another, and let's start right here, where you tell us she went in the house. Now, Grandma says she walked her halfway to the house. You say she watched her walk in the door. Maybe Grandma's telling the truth and she lied to you because she didn't want to be in trouble, I guess. You know, there is some abuse. There has been some verified abuse. Maybe she's afraid to tell you exactly what happened. Okay, no problem. So we got that part mixed up. Now Summer's in the basement. And now she's not. And the door is unlocked. And there's bears and wild dogs and druggies. And you think somebody was lying in wait and an abductor, somebody bad took her. Did I get it all? Okay. All that happened from your basement, sir? See, the thing is, if you guys would have stuck to the first story where she was just walking, with the pink and gray on, she was walking, it fit better with your abduction theory, or the druggie, or the wild dog, or the bear. But when you put her in the basement, you negated all that. Unless you want us to think she went out of the basement, then she walked out down the street, then the bear, or the dog, or the druggie, or the abductor got her. Because otherwise, that means one of those things or people were in your basement. Did she unlock the basement door, or was it already left unlocked? And why would she ask to go into the house to play with her toys only to unlock the door and go right back out? I'm sorry. It's just not adding up. So if you're not lying, Donald, you've been lied to. And again, I ask, can somebody in the house put their damn foot in and tell us what's going on? So we can find this baby before the weather becomes horrible. And then God only knows. Dead or alive, it won't be good if that weather turns bad and her body is out there. And if she really was taken away, Donna, where? Did she wander to the same place that her auntie Rosemary did? Is she in Utah? Is Rosemary in Tennessee? Where are Summer and Rose? Flowers in the garden for Summer and Rose. Prayers tonight that we bring Summer and Rose home. That would be nice. There is an age progression um, video in the playlist for Rosemarie. Please take a look at it in case you see her. God willing, she left that abusive situation she was in and ran without her kids. God willing, she's still here somewhere today. We don't know. And if she isn't and she's somewhere near Summer in another way, I pray to God that they find her too in this search. June 21st, 2021, Summer Wells update. Till the next one, beautiful people.